Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the watch list. These are going to be stocks and cryptocurrencies that we are looking for entries on, positions, opportunities for next week. It is January 4th, the day of recording this video, and we're going to go ahead and dive right into the charts. We have some names on here: Snap, Link, Dot, Rivian. We got Mara on here, Hut, MSTR, that's MicroStrategy, Tesla. We got Jasmy, Square, AI, HIMS, Coinbase, HNT, DKNG, that's DraftKings. We got Snow in here, DJT. Okay, lots of names we're going to be taking a look at today and looking for some setups on the charts. If you guys are new, we do drop these weekly watch lists every single Saturday. And what we are doing here is that we are following a very specific strategy that we use on this channel. Okay, we follow a very, very specific set of rules. If you guys are new to trading or you've been trading for a while and you guys don't have a plan, you guys don't have a strategy, I highly recommend developing one. You can use this strategy or you can come up with your own. This strategy has been tried and tested for close to 8 years. It took me to develop this, and I have found a tremendous amount of success with it. And I'm going to go over the rules for the new people real quick, and then we will go ahead and dive into the charts and take a look at what we are seeing here today. Again, it is January 4th. The number one rule that we like to follow here and to understand is that we are swing traders. Okay, we focus on the monthly and the daily chart. Okay, we're not day traders. We don't buy and sell the same exact day. We are focused on the monthly and the daily chart. Okay, we do not buy anything we are not willing to hold for at least 30 days. Okay, so if you buy something, it goes down the next day, you can't be mad. These are swing trades. We are swing traders. We are not day traders. We are focused on the monthly, okay, the monthly chart and the daily chart. And I'll explain more about the strategy here in just a second. So rule number 2 is that we enter and exit positions using our trading indicator. Okay, our trading indicator is everything that you see on my screen here. So when I talk about these red and green dots down here on the indicator, the green dots are going to be our buy signals, and the red dots are going to be our sell signals. Okay, so red means sell, and green means buy. Okay, green means buy, red means sell. Okay, so rule number 3, and this is the most important one here. Okay, number 3 is we only buy assets that have a green dot on the monthly chart. So what these green and red dots tell us is what the direction is. So the easiest way to point out the direction is by taking a look at a chart of Bitcoin. Again, we're going to go over a bunch of different charts today, but Bitcoin's just the simplest and easiest to take a look at here. So if you take a look at a monthly chart of Bitcoin, again, when you're looking at a monthly chart, each one of these candles is 1 month worth of price action. Okay, 1 month's time for one of these candles to form. So this candle's going up and down throughout the month. It takes 30 days for it to form. So you can see back here, this was January of 2023. This was exactly 2 years ago, 2 years and 3 days ago. Okay, January of 2023, you can see we got this green dot here on the monthly chart. Okay, the price of Bitcoin was at 19,000 during that time. And 2 years later, it's sitting all the way up here at 100K. Okay, we also got another green dot in October, right there, October 1st, 2023. That was the same year. That was about a year and a half ago. The price of Bitcoin was 27,000. Okay, and obviously now it's sitting up here at 100K. And the most recent one we got on Bitcoin was right here in November. And the price was around 63 to 65,000 when that came there, November of 2024. And obviously that shot up about 30 or 40% all the way up to 110 here. And you can go all the way back on the charts and you can see this one came in 2019. This was April of 2019. Boom, that came right there at $3,000 or $4,000. $3,000 or $4,000 was the price of Bitcoin back here in 2019 when we got that signal. These ones back here in 2015, okay, Bitcoin was sitting at like $300. So the first thing that we are looking for on our trading indicator, right before we take a trade on anything, is we need the monthly green dot. Okay, the monthly green dot tells us that the macro direction is moving up. Okay, the macro move is in our favor. Okay, we want to be a part of names that have a green dot on the monthly chart. None of these names we're going to cover today None of these names we're going to cover today have a red dot on the chart. Okay, I never have a stock inside of my watch list that has a red dot. I'm not looking to buy anything with a monthly red dot because, again, our first important rule, right? They're all important, but this one is probably the best one that you can follow. If you could take any rule and you just follow this one rule, you will find yourself to be a lot better trader. So again, we do not look to buy assets unless they have a green dot on the monthly chart. So when it's red, you can see this one flipped to red back here in December, and you don't want to buy Bitcoin during this bear market, right? You don't want to buy assets that are going down. We want to buy assets that are going up, and therefore, the first thing we do is look for that monthly dot. Once we get the monthly dot on the chart, wonderful. We don't even need to look at the monthly anymore. We then zoom into our daily chart, okay? So the daily chart we will zoom into, right? I'll click the daily here. So if you think about it, there's 30 or 31 days in a month, right? So it takes 30 of these candles to make up one of these candles. 30 candles on the daily, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 30 of these candles equals one of these. So our goal is to buy it on the bottom half of the candle. Okay, our goal is to buy it on the bottom half of the candle. So we want to wait for a pullback. So rule number 4 is we only buy on days with a green dot in or around the golden zone. Okay, when you guys hear me talk about the golden zone, I'm talking about this. This is a Fibonacci tool that I created. Okay, I show you guys how to set it up over here. And you can also download the indicator with the red and green dots by going to the trading indicator tab right here. But the golden zone in itself, you guys can watch a video on that and understand it more by watching this video over here. I got a free trading course over here in the Discord. I got about 5 or 6 videos in here that you guys can watch to learn more about the strategy and just learn more about our approach to the markets over here as well. But the golden zone is what I will be referring to a lot inside of this video. And what we want to do with the golden zone is, again, we want to buy the day of the green dot. So meaning, right, Bitcoin just got a green dot. That was yesterday, right? That was Thursday, I'm sorry, 2 days ago on the 2nd, right there at 93,000. It's sitting all the way up here at 99 now. Okay, so you're already up about 10% on the trade. But this would have been the candle we wanted to enter on, right there. Okay, this is the day we are buying. We want to buy the day of the green dot. Okay, and you want to make sure it's in or around the golden zone. So Bitcoin for me right now, it's a little bit off the golden zone. It's too far off the golden zone for me. These were the opportunities to buy Bitcoin, in my opinion, back here. One was right here, right in August. That was at 50K. Boom, bottom of the golden zone here at 52. It bounced right here off the golden zone right there at what was that, 61, and then bounced again right here at 68, and then absolutely rocket shipped. You can see these green dots up here when the blue wave is above here. These ones aren't as accurate. Okay, we're too far off the golden zone. The further off the golden zone we get, guys, the worst, right? We don't want to be a part of something that's sitting at a premium of, at the time, was like 15% off the top and 25% off the bottom. Once you get really extended off the golden zone, that's when we look to sell. We also have something over here in the Discord called the cheat sheet. Okay, you can see here, we want to be buying in these two zones. Okay, the smart money phase and the institutional investor phase. So the thing to pay attention to on this is the mean. Okay, we've used moving averages in the past to determine the mean, but now we use the golden zone. Okay, the golden zone is the Fibonacci retracement. If you guys don't know what the Fibonacci retracement is, okay, come over here to the Discord and, again, watch this free course. This guy right here, this isn't me, but this guy explains the Fibonacci tool better than anybody out there. Okay, this is the best video on the Fibonacci that you will find on YouTube. It's over here in the free trading course, and you guys can watch that. And then that will also help you understand the golden zone and how we have that set up right now as well. But back to the cheat sheet again. Pay attention to the mean. So I want to buy as close to the mean or inside of the mean as possible, right? We want to buy in the golden zone or around the golden zone. We don't want to buy green dots that are sitting off of the golden zone. You can see the names I'm holding right now is Link. Okay, Link's buy signal came right here. Boom. On the 2nd, just like Bitcoin at $20, it's sitting right there at 23. Okay, Dot, same thing. Boom. Gave you 2 buy signals, right? You had the chance to enter here and here on Dot, again, inside the golden zone. Again, this is not the greatest time to be buying Dot up here at $12, right? Why is that? Because we're sitting at a 30% premium. You're sitting 30% off of the golden zone. So that's like going to the grocery store and buying your groceries at a 30% premium, or going to the gas station and buying your gas at a 30% premium. You don't want to do that, right? And you definitely don't want to do that on the assets that you want to invest in and make money off of. If you're buying at a premium all the time, you're never going to make money, because when it sits at a premium, that's normally when these guys, the smart money, this is when they're taking profits up here, when we're sitting very extended off of the mean. And if you guys don't know what the mean is, that is just the average. Okay, the average price. So we use the Fibonacci, right, our golden zone that we've created here, as our mean. So we want to buy as close to, right, we want to buy the green dots in or around the golden zone. In or around the golden zone. I want you guys to understand this, just because we're going to be looking at these charts and I want you guys to know what I'm talking about. So I made an equation here. Okay, this is the simple buying equation to break down everything that I just said. Okay, here's our buying strategy. The monthly dot has to be green. Okay, that has to be, if that's not in play, we're not looking at the asset, right? I have 3 different watch lists. My red list, these are all names that I like. Okay, I like these names. I think they're good companies, right? Here's Intel, but what is Intel? Intel is red on the monthly, so therefore I'm not looking to buy Intel, right? BABA, red on the monthly. Match.com, red on the monthly. AMD, red on the monthly. Oxy, this one actually looks like it wants the reverse, but still, red on the monthly. Uber, red on the monthly, right? We're not looking to buy these names because they are red on the monthly. They do not apply to the equation, okay? If it's on my blue list or my green list, it applies, right? I'm looking to buy it, and you guys can also learn more about how I formulate my my watch lists, the red list, the blue list, the red list, the blue list, and the green list up here, by watching this video right here, how to set up effective trade watch list, a beginner's guide. Okay, that's a quick walkthrough. I just recommend you guys go through every single one of these videos here if you want to further your knowledge and become a better trader. I'm still watching videos on how to be a better trader. I've been doing this for almost 8 years. So that is the equation, right? Monthly green dot plus the daily green dot in or around the golden zone equals buy. It's that easy. Okay, so the monthly dot needs to be green, and then we look to enter on the day of the green dot. Okay, meaning you have to be in here on the daily chart. I took a position on Snap. I called that out last week there on Thursday. Boom, we got the green dot. I bought around, I think I bought around $11. Things sitting at $12. Okay, boom, it's blasting off. And I know this one is down below the golden zone, but, right, it's making a higher high. Or I'm sorry, a higher low. It bounced. You can see it bounced there, and then it bounced there. Boom, got the green dot. Stop loss is always at the bottom of the candle. You get the green dot on, and let this puppy ride. Okay, and then our sell strategy is we simply just look to sell on the daily red dots, or when the daily stochastic RSI, that light blue line hits 100. Okay, this light blue line right here, you can see it topped out right here at the white dotted line. Boom, you were selling at around 13. This one, boom, tap that. Okay, you were selling around 13 again there. Pulled back, gave you a green dot, rinse and repeat. Okay, so that's the sell strategy. There's a lot of ways you guys can sell. If you feel like you need to take profits, you should probably take some off the table, sell 25%, 50%, or even the whole position. And that's just the strategy, guys. Again, nothing is set in stone. Like, nothing is 100%. The strategy is not a 100% winner. But I think it is about 80 to 85%. And when we lose very fast, because we use what is called a stop loss. If we're entering on the day of the green dot, our stop loss is always at the bottom of the candle, okay, that we get the green dot on. So this entry on Snap on Thursday, 1077 would have been the stop loss. That's the bottom of this candle right here. So if you guys don't know what a stop loss is, I'd recommend just Googling it or watching some YouTube videos. I don't think I have any videos on that, but it'll tell you why it's important. It's important to limit your risk, because if this breaks down, right, you're most likely going to get a red dot. You will get a red dot if it breaks the candle that we get the green dot on. So that is the strategy in a nutshell. If you guys have questions about that, feel free to email me. Let's go ahead and dive into these charts now and see what we got cooking for next week. I'll start here. We already talked about Snap. Again, this one was just a play on the daily chart here. Thursday, the stop loss on that one is going to be up here at about $11 now, the bottom of this candle right here. But that had a big, nice move, $7 or up 7% on Thursday after that one was called out. The next one's going to be Chainlink. Okay, so Chainlink, again, what's the first thing we do? We check for the monthly. Okay, we check for that monthly green dot. and you're seeing that right there. That came in November. Okay, so what are we doing? We're in here, and we're waiting for a pullback. So in November, right, price was right in this range, up here at 24.25. Okay, it popped off. Again, we got very, very extended off of the what? Off of the golden zone. This golden zone that we talk about here. Okay, and what did it do? It retraced right back into it. It hit about 19.5, got as low as about 19.5 there. So it retraced there, had a little pop there off the green dot, and then we sold off over the holidays, right? Not a lot of volatility, but we got another signal there on Thursday as well on the 2nd. So right now, the stop loss on this one, I'm going to put right there at 21.40. And these are the only 3 positions I'm currently holding right now. So full disclosure on that. So I'm putting a stop loss on Link at around 21.30. 21.30 is the new stop loss on Chainlink. Here's Polkadot. Okay, Polkadot new stop loss is going to be right there at call it 690. But again, this one had a big, nice move. Again, green dot came right there where? In about November. Okay, and then we had this big retracement, right? We were sitting up there at $12. Everyone's super excited about it. Everyone's having a good time. Boom, 47% pullback, okay? For the people that were buying up here, right, in that territory, okay, way up here off of the what? Off of the mean, off of the golden zone, okay? These people buying up here, they're now down 50% on their position if they held all the way to the bottom to 6 here. Okay, I think my average on this is about 8.12, so I'm still down a little bit on the position. I jumped the gun and didn't enter on these green dots. And by the way, guys, if you didn't know, my New Year's resolution is to wait for confirmation. Sometimes I get ahead of myself, and I think I know what I'm doing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the green dot here from now on, because I was entering up here off these green candles thinking, oh, I'm gonna get in here, right? I was entering, I think I got in at 8.40. It was pretty close to the golden zone, but it sold back off all the way down to 6. And I think I averaged in again at around $7. So my average cost on DOT right now is around $8.14. So I'm down like 5%, but I still think altcoin season is just about to pop off here. And you can see the monthly chart is still green and pointing up. So again, I don't buy anything. I'm not willing to hold for at least 30 days, right? If I was entering right here at around 8.40, I was in at like December. So I'm about 2 weeks into holding this name. And I'm fine with it. Like, I still feel really good about it. The best thing I could have done was set a stop loss at like 8.20. I had one set, but then I pulled it and it sold off really hard all the way down to 6. But then we're getting a bounce, and the green dot came right there on Wednesday, came right there at about $6.50. That would have been a whole lot better entry if I would have just waited for the green dot. And you know what? I'm not a perfect trader, but I understand where we're at right now, right? We're in the golden zone. We're in this Fibonacci zone. Where do you want to be a buyer? We don't want to be buying up here, right? We don't want to be buying up here. As long as we're buying at, right, around or in the golden zone in a bull market. And again, we know it's a bull market. We know it's a bull trend as long as the last dot is green on the monthly, okay? That's the most important thing. We want to trade in favor of the monthly chart. Okay, because when the dot is green on the monthly, we are going up. And dot was all the way back up here at $54 back in the top of the last bull run. So I'm not worried about a thing right now. I just got a stop loss set at 690. I'm going to move that up. I'll update you guys in the course or inside the Discord after this with these stop losses. But obviously, if you're watching them, the new stop loss on this is going to be 21.40 on Link. And the stop loss on this is going to be the bottom of this candle right here at about 690 on DOT. So we're moving our stop loss up, right? We're taking risk off. If you guys average down here on the green dots, congratulations. You're already in the money. And those are my 3 positions. So let's take a look at some of these other names here that I don't have any positions on, but I am looking for opportunities in the market this week. That's why we do these watch lists every single Saturday, because we get new candles in the stock market. One sec here. We get new candles in the stock market every Monday, right? The stock market's closed on weekends. Crypto's always open, but the stock market opens on Monday, and that's when you see the most volatility. A lot of traders will take the weekends off and things like that, so there's just not a lot of big movement during the weekends, but during the week is when the things move. And you can see we had some really big moves last week on names like Rivian. So Rivian had a huge volume candle here. We've been tracking this one for a while. We got that green dot on the monthly. That was last month in December. The price was around $11, and it's sitting at almost 17 right now. So this had a big move up into the golden zone, and then it pulled back, right? And then it had this big move on, what was that, Friday? So this thing was up 25% on Friday. So Normally when there's a 25% move, if a name is up over 5% and you got the green daily dot, I normally don't like to rush into the trade. What I like to do is zoom into a smaller time frame, and this is only if the name is up more than 5%. Rivian was up 24%, so this one qualifies. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and zoom into a smaller time frame to the hourly. So each one of these bars is 1 hour's worth of time. Okay, a daily chart, each one of these bars is 1 day worth of time. Okay, and again, the monthly is 1 month worth of time. And there's the weekly chart too. This is 1 week's worth of time. But Rivian really broke out on Friday. So again, what I'll do on a name that's up more than 5% on the day is I'll simply just wait for the stochastic RSI, or I'm sorry, not the stochastic RSI, but the blue wave to pull back again. Again, same strategy we use on the daily. We just want it to pull back into this zone. Okay, we don't want to be buying up here. Okay, we want to wait for a little pullback. So if this thing could pull back to around like $13 or $14, not saying it's going to happen, I would like it a lot more. I just don't like rushing into names that are already up 24%, if that makes sense. If you're buying on a day that you're up 24%, you're a little late. You should have been buying the previous day. Okay, we didn't get a green dot on the previous day. I don't know what happened here. Big volume came in here, but Rivian is a electric car maker. So again, the monthly dot came right there. And this is one that could definitely run. So what we'll be looking for on Rivian this week, obviously we got the green dot now on the daily. What we can look for is the hourly to pull back and give us a green dot. Okay, a green dot on the hourly, I think would be an excellent entry on Rivian for a trade. Okay, just wait for the pullback and then the bounce. Okay, but again, sometimes you get a green dot and it's already up 25%. In my opinion, that's not the greatest. No, those aren't the best green dots to buy, right? Again, you want to zoom into a smaller time frame and wait for a pullback on the hourly. Like if this thing pulls back 10, 15% on Monday, it'd be good. But that was a big mover there on Friday. We also got Riot, which is breaking back into the golden zone on this. So I'd set the stop loss on Riot here at 11. Okay, $11 on the stop loss. Again, the dot is still green here on the monthly chart for Riot. This is the blockchain miner. I would be entering this position. I would have entered on Friday. And what you want to do is use your stop loss at 11. Again, another name that was up 18% on the day. So again, you want to be careful. You want to wait for this hourly now to pull back and give you a green dot because again, the name is already up 17% and we are breaking back into the golden zone. So I think this one's really going to move on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin decides to go nuts, this thing should absolutely rocket ship. And again, I just put the stop loss on this one right there at $11 on Riot. Mara, same thing. This one had this big move up to $30. We were sitting at a pretty big premium right up there. Around 22% at the time. Okay, it pulled back into the golden zone. You had a green dot right here show up. Okay, right there at 23. So your stop loss should have been right there at about 23.60. That ended up breaking and then it sold off, flushed everybody out. But now we're trying to find a bottom here around $18. I put the stop loss around 17.20. Okay, and you got the green dot on the second. That was this candle right here. Okay, that was Thursday's candle. And then Friday, it looks like we were up around 14%. So watch for this one to break. Again, it's below the golden zone. Let's check the monthly. Okay, and the monthly's giving you a red dot here. So this one, you would need to set a really tight stop loss if you wanted to play this thing. I'd put it right there at 17, but because it has a red dot on the monthly, it no longer qualifies. I would not be taking a trade on this personally, but again, this is its last chance to save the chart. This is literally its last chance to save the chart. If it cannot hold on to 17, Mara is going to get really ugly. I mean, this thing could break down really big if it does not hold that 17.20 level. So I'd recommend setting your stop loss there at 7.20 on that. Here's Wolf. This is another crypto miner. And this one has broken back here into the golden zone as well. So I'd put the stop loss on this one right here at around 5.30. 5.30 is your stop loss. Again, nice big sell-off into the golden zone. We were sitting at a premium up here at $8. It's sold off, and now it's trying to bounce here. I'd put the stop on this one at 5.31 on Wolf. Okay, and I'm going to actually make a favorite section for you guys, so you guys will know my favorite picks here by the end of the episode. And I'll move them up there if I like them. Here's MSTR. This one will probably qualify for the favorites list just because I like it. Again, everyone was buying, everyone was talking about MSTR up here. When you guys hear people screaming about a name, a stock, a crypto, my general rule is if they're already talking about it, you guys are too late. Okay, you guys saw all the hype around MSTR back here at around 550. Okay, what were we doing? We were not buying it. If anything, we were selling it. We want to sell when we are that far off of the golden zone, right? The golden zone is our mean. The golden zone is our mean. When we're sitting that far off, I mean, this premium was absolutely insane. Okay, you were talking about a 42% premium there and a 60% premium all the way from the bottom. This was a major, major sell signal up here. You could see the indicator was telling you, oh my God, get out. Okay, get out. We were sitting way too far off of that. Again, new paradigm phase. Oh my God, right? Michael Saylor's the king of the world, right? He's the best investor. He knows what he's doing. He's just amazing. MSTR is going to the moon, right? When people start screaming and shouting about it, guys, that's when we start to look to exit because more than likely it's way extended off of the mean, right? They call it delusion, okay? The mania phase. Everyone's going nuts. Nobody's talking about it over here. Nobody's talking about it in this zone, but up here, everybody's talking about it. Twitter's screaming about it. The news channels are talking about it. I mean, everybody's just going nuts. So MSTR, okay, another name that was up 13% on the day on Friday. Friday was a big day, but I would definitely be putting a stop loss at $300 on this name if you're going to enter. That's about a 10% risk to the downside, and it kind of looks like a chump pump, to be honest with you. It kind of looks like a chump pump there on the hourly. I don't know if I trust this green dot here, but if you wanted to play it, go ahead and put it at like 300. And just set your stop loss there again. That's about a 10% risk to the downside. So make sure you don't go in too heavy. Do like a 25% position if you want to go long on it. But it did give you the long signal right here. The last time we got that dot was all the way back over here in September. That came at about 120 and it ripped all the way up to 540. Okay, so now we got this retracement, 40% pullback. I love a 40% pullback, 50% pullback, right? That's when people are in despair because people were buying up here and now their whole entire position is down 50%. Okay, this is where people get tired. This is where people start, licking their wounds. So you're going to want to make sure MSTR holds 300. To be honest with you, I don't think that one's going to be in my favorites list just because it's up so much already. Up already 13%. Just make sure you use the stop loss at 300 there. Here's a HUT, H-U-T. This is another Bitcoin miner. Okay, I would put the stop loss on this one around 2250. 2250 on the stop loss here on HUT. Okay, and again, this is another Bitcoin miner. Someone called this one out. Let's go ahead and put it at the bottom of the green candle there at 2150. Okay, that's our stop loss. Again, we want to move our stop loss up to the level that we get the green dot on here. That came on Friday, so Friday should have been your entry, and 2170 is going to be your level to watch. Again, you can enter again off the next green hourly dot if you want to play the hourly there, but if this thing pulls back to like 22.5, I think that'd be a great place to buy it. It is trying to break out here again. We haven't had a green dot down here since this time back in October. Okay, at $12, it ripped all the way up to 32. So this one's trying to bounce here off about 2170. Set your stop loss there for HUT. Here's Iron. This is an energy company. Okay, again, what's the monthly? Monthly dot is still green. I know we have a red candle, but the monthly dot is still green. Okay, and we got this one here. We could put our stop loss at 1020, another name that was up about 8% on the day. But again, where were we up here, guys? We were up here in a very, very high premium. We were sitting 33% off of the golden zone. That is where we like to look to sell. If we're 20 to 30% off the golden zone, folks, and this wave is up here, that's when we like to sell. Okay, but it had this big pullback of about 38%. A 38% pullback is a wonderful time to be a trader. Okay, we love those kind of pullbacks. 30 to 40 to 40%, 50%, 60% even better. Okay, you can see how it pulls back into the golden zone here. Boom, pulled back there, ripped up, pulled back, ripped up, pulled back, ripped up, pulled back. And now you're getting a long signal here. I'm actually going to put this one on my favorites list. And that would be another one I'd look to the hourly on. So you see the hourly dot is red there. So I'd look to buy this one on the next hourly green dot. Again, the monthly is green. The daily is green. Now you just need that hourly green for the entry, and that would line up perfectly. And again, we look at the hourly. If the name is up more than 5% on the day, we get the green dot on. Here's Tesla. Tesla's actually finally pulled back here. Okay, it's actually finally pulled back. Once again, where were we, guys? We were sitting way off the golden zone. Okay, way off the golden zone. And I just want to pause here. Again, if you guys want these indicators, if you guys want the green and red dots and this Fibonacci, everything that I've created with my settings, everything is I didn't create these indicators, but I have all the settings and I have made them my own. Okay, it's a complete trading layout. So you can get everything that I'm using here today by coming over here and clicking on this trading indicator tab and then clicking this link, and everything I have loads directly into your trading view account, meaning everything that you see on my screen, your screen is going to look exactly like mine just after a couple clicks. Again, that link is over here in the trading indicator tab right there. Okay, so Tesla, once again, big premium here. We were sitting at a big premium on Tesla, and we were sitting about 27% off the golden zone. So again, if we're 20 to 30% off the golden zone, guys, we're up in profit taking territory, right? This thing is pulling back now, and it doesn't have a green dot yet. So this is one we can move up to our favorites list, and we can wait for a green dot. So once we get the green dot, that is when we're going to act, because again, we only buy on days that we have a green dot on. I like this thing. That stochastic RSI is back down there at 0. Okay, the 0 line's right here, this light blue line I talk about. Stochastic RSI, again, when that thing's at the top, that's normally when you want to be looking to take profits, okay, when that thing's at the white dotted line. And just when it's at the white dotted line, okay, like down here when it's at 0, you want to be looking to buy, okay? And that thing is sitting right there on the floor, and this thing's trying to bounce here. So again, wait for the green dot confirmation. I'm not even going to set a stop loss yet, but that is one we want to watch this week for that green dot signal. And if you guys are a member of the Discord, you guys can get all the daily and the monthly alerts for every name on my watch list. I'm talking about the green list, the blue list, the red list, every single asset that I follow. There's about 200 names in all of the crypto and stocks that I follow, and I call out all those signals. Okay, and obviously, if you guys do have your own watch list, I'll show you how to set up an alert right now. So like if I wanted to set up an alert for Tesla on the daily chart here, it's already set up, and like I said, it will be called out over here in the alerts tab. But if you wanted to set an alert, all you have to do is right click on the indicator and hit add alert. Okay, and then you come down here and you hit the small green dot here. Okay, the small green dot, this is the one I use. There's also the golden dot. This is the most accurate dot, but they rarely come. So I personally use the small green dot for the buy signals and the small red dot for the sell signals. Okay, so what you do is you just click on that, and I like to do once per bar, and then I set my alerts to open-ended. Okay, and I have like the premium plan on TradingView. So this just allows me to set it open-ended, so I only have to ever set it one time. I don't have to like reset it every time. I don't know if you get that on the essential plan, but I know if you have a premium plan on TradingView, you get to set it open-ended. So you just want to select your date if you don't have the premium plan. And I think you can go like 2 months out or something like that, but I just think it's convenient to set it open-ended and not have to set it ever again. And then you can write a message here. You could just say buy circle, right? You can put whatever you want. And what it will do is it will send you an email, okay? And it will give you a notification inside of the app. So I can see all my alerts over here inside the alert section. So like every day I log in the morning and I look at this, and I look at it in the afternoon. I only check my charts about twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. And I come down here to the time triggered, newest first. So you could see these are the ones that have gone off most recently. So if I click on Zcash, it'll pull up a chart of Zcash. And this one actually looks like it deserves to be in the green list too. That one actually has a green dot here today. So you guys are seeing that live. I just added that to the list, and I'd put the stop loss right there at about $55, okay? And you could even move it up a little bit if you want to like 56. But that one's showing a green dot here today, so watch for a move on Zcash there. But again, if you go over to the alerts tab, this is where you're able to see all of your alerts, okay? You can see I got one on Lily, I got one on AI, got one on ASTS, got one on MSTR, got one on CrowdStrike, but that is how you set up alerts. Again, you just have to right click, hit add alert. If you're going for the buy signal, just go for the small green dot. If you're going for the sell signal, go for the small red dot. Those are the two that I use, okay? And then what you could do is just hit create, and that will give you your alert. And again, I use once per bar, just so it doesn't notify me only one time. Every time that thing prints green. So if I were to set one up here on CrowdStrike, every single one of these I'm going to be alerted on. I don't have to buy every single one, right? Because I'm taking into consideration Are they coming up here when the blue wave is up here or when it's down here? Are we in the golden zone or are we not in the golden zone, right? I just like to be notified, and I like it to let me know when these things are printing green dots. And you could do the same thing for the monthly chart as well, okay? For those of you guys who maybe don't want to trade the daily, I highly recommend just buying and selling based on the monthly chart. If you guys just don't want to check your charts every day, maybe check your chart maybe once a month. Okay, once a month, all you got to do is buy the green dots on the monthly and sell the red dots on the monthly. Okay, and I guarantee you will find a lot of success doing that. That is probably the easiest strategy to take for someone that just wants to be a long-term investor and not have to worry about their charts every day. I'd log in once a month on the first of the month every day, and I'd see what color the dot is. If it's green on the asset that I want to buy, I'd be buying it. If it's red, I'd be selling it. Okay, the stuff that we do on the daily is what makes us traders. Okay, that's what makes us traders, by coming down here and buying close to the golden zone. Because sometimes when you get a green dot on the monthly chart, right, the name is already way up. Like for example, this one came back here in July. Tesla's monthly dot, last monthly dot, you can see came in July. The price was around it was actually up here at like 240 when it came, right? So over here you can see price was very extended, 240. You can see the wave was way up here, right? And it ended up pulling back from like 280 all the way to 190. This should have been your buy entry right here on Tesla on August 9th, right there at about 190. Okay, we were in there, and obviously if we held all the way to the top, we're up over 100% now, but that's just kind of how you set your alerts and stuff like that for those of you who don't know. And again, that trading indicator link is over there inside the Discord. The Discord is free to join. We do have that paid version, that paid feature though, and all proceeds go to support the channel, and you guys can connect with close to 1,000 other investors now. We have over 1,000 members now. I know I have 800 here, but I think we have 1,000 people over here now, and the Spartan Army's growing every single day. Shout out to all the new Spartans over here. I'm loving the growth of the channel, guys. We are freaking mobbing right now, dude. Welcome to everybody who's new, all the members, and then all the new recruits. If you guys aren't a member yet, it's $4 a month to sign up. You can come over here to the Become a Member tab and just click on this link, and that will get you access to the watch lists, all my trade alerts. You can get access to chart request videos, the trade alerts, the red and green dots over here on the names that I follow. And a lot more. You can get connected with a bunch of investors. We're growing every day, folks. So I just wanted to welcome everybody who was new, and hopefully you guys are getting something out of the channel. I appreciate all of you. Jasmy up 8% today. Nicely done. Again, this green dot was called out on Thursday right there at 3:30. Okay, and now we're up about a little over 15%. That one's up 8% today. Nice day on Jasmy here, and that one's looking like it's just breaking out over the golden zone. So what we're going to do on Jasmy is just like over here, right, when it was up here at 6 cents, right, it was sitting at a pretty big premium, and it ended up pulling back 54%, 53%. We should have been licking our chops right here, and we should have been licking our chops right here. Okay, the green dot came right here at about 3.5. Again, you're already in profit. I know it went up a little bit and sold off. You could have bought here and bought here. I just dropped a great video on dollar cost averaging. If you guys don't know what dollar cost averaging is, again, go over to the free trading course. I highly recommend you watch every single video inside of this course here. If you guys want to be a better trader or at least sharpen your sword, okay, watch this one right here. Master Dollar Cost Averaging, the Beginner's Guide. This is a great video to watch. Okay, again, if you get a green dot down here, you buy, and then you can buy again. Okay, don't go all in on the first green dot. You want to go in with 25 to 50% of your portfolio in case we do sell back off, and then you could buy again right here after you get the confirmation. But Jasmy, that thing's going straight up, so just keep trailing your stop loss up. I'd put it right there at 0.034 on Jasmy. This one looks really, really good. Again, that green dot came on Thursday at around 0.033, so you're already up again, around 10, 15%. Here's Square. Square had a pretty big day on Friday as well. A lot of these names moving really, really big here. This is another name because it's up over 5%. I would wait for a pullback on the hourly. I would look to buy Square on a pullback on the hourly chart. Okay, on the hourly chart, wait for that thing to pull back. Okay, again, don't want to buy up 6%. I know it had a big fat candle with volume and a green dot, but just wait for that green dot on the hourly because, again, the green dot came and we were already up 6%. So wait for a little retracement. If it comes back to 88, pull the trigger, but this one looks really good. This one looks like it wants to run really, really hard. So set your stop loss on this one at 86, call it 86.50 on Square. Here's AI. AI stop loss is going to be right there at 34.90. Okay, another AI play here, bouncing right on our golden zone here. You got the green dot on Friday. Again, that was the time to enter, was Friday, and you set your stop loss right there at 34.90. I'm going to move that one up to the favorites list. I think I really like how that one's setting up. I think it is in an industry that has a lot of growth, and that monthly chart is just pointing straight up right now. So watch for this one to break out big next week. Again, I'd set my stop loss. We're going to be wrong if this thing breaks down below 34.90, but I like AI. So far, we got Iron, Tesla, and AI. Tesla, again, we want to wait for that green dot confirmation, though. We don't want to jump in yet. We want to wait for that confirmation. And again, that confirmation of the green dot will be called out over here inside of the alert section in the Discord. HIMS. HIMS also gave a green dot here. I set a tight stop loss on this one at around $25. If you guys ever see a red dotted line on my chart, that is the bottom. So think of that as zero, meaning if we break zero, we got to sell. So if it breaks down below 25, sell that thing, but that one's given a green dot right there. This is that online Hims and Hers Health. They sell prescription drugs. They're still a pretty low market cap company. But again, where were they up here at 34, 35? This is where everyone's excited about it, sitting at a 30% premium. Again, that's the dumb money. The dumb money's buying up there, guys. We are not the dumb money anymore, okay? We're not the dumb money. This is why I started this channel. I don't want you guys getting crushed by the smart money. We want to buy with the smart money and with the institutional investors. Up here is where we need to be selling when we're that far off the golden zone. Again, the golden zone is just the mean. Okay, this is our mean. When we're that far lifted off, 30%, we're not buying. We're waiting for that retracement into it. We want to buy a bounce off of it or a bounce inside of it, just like you saw right here, just like you saw right here, just like you saw right here. Should have been buying right here, should have been buying right here, should have been buying right here. Okay, not up here. Okay, down here in this zone, in this area. Okay, and you're getting a green dot here. Doesn't mean it's a 100% chance of going up. What I'm saying is a potential bottom here with a stop loss at 25. And again, 25 is zero. If zero breaks, we sell. If 25 breaks, we sell. UPST, another name, pulling back here. I like UPST. Okay, this is an online, I believe they're an online loan. They do like online banking. They do loans and stuff like that. Another name, again, sitting up here at a pretty big premium up here at 89. Okay, pulled all the way back, 30% pullback. If it pulls back anywhere from 30 to 60% from its recent high, that is when we like to start paying attention, guys. That's why the Fibonacci comes in so handy, because it will tell us, right? If it pulls back from here to here, the top to here is 30%. The top to here is 60%. So in this range, after a 30 to 60% pullback, you guys want to start paying attention. And again, I'd highly, 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 highly recommend you guys come over here and watch, first off, this video right here, the complete Fibonacci trading masterclass. It's about an hour long. I watched this over the holiday, and it completely blew my mind. This guy, Mind Math Money, he explains the Fibonacci so well. It would if you could watch any video on the internet to learn about trading, I would recommend watching this guy's video on the Fibonacci. Okay, and then you can watch the Golden Zone video, and there's a bunch more videos over here you guys can watch. But again, we want to be buyers inside the Golden Zone. We don't want to buy names that are below the Golden Zone, right? You see how these green dots down here, nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. Okay, we want to wait till we break out over it, pull back into it, rip, pull back into it, rip. Okay, that was a wimpy pullback, big pullback. Now we're paying attention. UPST looks really, really good. And again, what we're waiting for is that green dot. So let's wait for that green dot confirmation this week. This is another name I would buy when you get the alert over here inside the Discord. Okay, when you get that green dot alert right there, I would be entering, and I would put a stop loss at the bottom of the green candle. Bottom of the candle, you get the dot on. So again, I can't tell you the stop loss yet, but I will be able to tell you once we get the green dot. So that's something we're watching this week. Here's Coinbase. Coinbase, look at this, dude. Massive, massive company. This is going to be one of the biggest companies in the world, in my opinion. I mean, they're the ultimate exchange for crypto. I mean, they're a publicly traded company. That's why I trade on Coinbase, but they're just making money hand over fist on fees and things like that. Once again, was it a good time to buy Coinbase up here at $300 to $400? No, it wasn't. Why? Because we were sitting at a massive premium off the golden zone, 28% off the golden zone. Okay, you're sitting at a big premium there. So what did it do? It pulled back into the golden zone, just like it did there. Okay, lifted off. Okay, sitting at a big premium over here. What did it do? Pulled back, lifted off. Pulled back, lifted off. Pulled back, jumped, pulled back, lifted off. Pulled back, lifted off. Okay, broke out, pulled back, sideways, lifted off. Again, we don't want to buy names trending below the golden zone because those things are in a bear market. Unless it's like really close to it, like right here. Unless it's like really close to it. You guys saw that on Snapchat too. Snapchat was really close. Like we're literally breaking into the golden zone now. Okay, unless it's really close to it, you don't want to buy names that are trending down below it. Okay, and 9 times out of 10, if it's trending down below it, the monthly dot is red. Okay, this wasn't a good time to buy Coinbase. Selling, 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 selling. Boom, green. Okay, let's go. Okay, we don't want to buy names that are trending down. We want to buy names that are trending up and to the right. But Coinbase, this one's going on my favorites list for next week. I really, really like it. I think this one's going to be big here once we get this altcoin run. Once we blast off here, I still think altcoin season's right around the corner. I think it's here. I don't think it's around the corner. I think it's here, guys. I think we're about to see altcoins outperform Bitcoin and just absolutely explode. So stop loss on this for me is going to be 2050. 2050 on Coinbase. That's probably my number one pick for this week, followed by AI, and then IREN, and then Tesla and UPST still need the dots, but Coinbase, you got that dot there. So I would absolutely be buying coin on the next green dot on the hourly chart there. Okay, and this thing just looks like it wants to explode though. So 2050 is our zero line, right? That is our sell target. If it breaks that, we sell. But you got a green dot here. Last time we got a green dot all the way down here was right here in September 24 at 155. And that thing ripped all the way up to about 350 for about 150% move. So you more than doubled your money on this last one way down here. So we'll see where this one brings us. Again, we don't buy anything we're not willing to hold for at least 30 days, guys. We do not buy anything unless we are willing to hold it for at least 30 days. Here's SoFi, another name. Again, we were sitting at a big premium off of the golden zone up here. This thing's had a really, really good run, 25% off the top. We called the green dot on the monthly out here in September at $7. It went as high as $17. So another 150% move there for you guys. And now what is it doing? It's pulling back into the golden zone. We want to wait till it gets closer to the golden zone and gives us a green dot. We're keeping an eye on SoFi this week. Here's Lyft. Lyft lifted off of its green dot there on Thursday. Let's move our stop loss up to, let's call it right here at let's do it 1348. 1348, big move there on Friday. Again, the dot was called out Thursday. The thing went up over 5% on Friday, and that thing looks like it wants to keep going. So the monthly chart, the monthly chart is red though. So again, this is like your last line of defense right here. It has to save this level or it's going to go into a really big bear market. I'd put it right there at 1323. Okay, if it breaks 1323, you're going to be in some trouble. Okay, 1323 is your stop loss on Lyft if you're playing it. I actually think it looks good. I know it has a monthly red dot, but it hasn't closed red, right? We have 27 days till the candle closes. We have 27 days to pump. If it gets a pump, that red dot could definitely go away. Same case there with Mara too. I'm just going to add this one back into the list, right? Because again, the month is just starting out. And yes, we have a red dot, so you have to be very, very cautious, right? And use your stop loss. Mara needs to hold on to 1790. 1790 has to hold on Mara. If it does not hold this level, the chart is broken. It needs to save this level. If it could save this level, it's going to save the chart. So let's keep Mara on there, and you just put that stop loss right there at 17.9. If 17.9 breaks, you have to sell. Okay. And if you guys don't know how to set a stop loss, I got another video over here inside the trading course. Boom, stop loss. This is how you set a stop loss right here. Okay. Watch that video there. Watch all those videos over there in the Discord. Okay, that's a free trading course for you guys. Here's HNT. Boom. Dot came win on Thursday at $6. It's almost up to $7 now. So let's keep inching our stop loss up. Let's put the stop loss at 620 now on HNT, but I think this one has some room to run. Again, another name you could be monitoring this hourly chart for to add on the green dots here. But I think this one's going to go for a ride here. It's up 4% today, and it's just now breaking back out over the golden zone. I think this one's ready to absolutely rip, guys. I really think altcoin season is right here, right now. I think it's happening. Here's LMND. This is called Lemonade. They are an insurance company. Again, had a big move up over the golden zone. We were sitting at a really, really, really big premium. Okay, it pulled back 33%. After it pulls back 33% is when we are looking to buy the asset. And it's just chopping around here. So we just need that green dot confirmation on LMND for next week. And here's DraftKings, DKNG. Okay, you got to think Super Bowl playoffs coming up. Okay, This is a sports betting company, so obviously they make money on people betting on sports. And again, another one that's showing red on the monthly here. It's pretty ugly. I don't know if this one justifies, but it needs to hold 35.90. 35.90 again. This is one I want to wait for a green dot on. If it can give us a green dot here, it'll save the chart. If it can bounce, but if it breaks down below, I would say 36, we're going to be in trouble. But that one was up 3% on the day. Let's watch that one for a green dot. Again, this is our watch list, guys. This isn't our, right? This is technically our buy list, but it's our watch list also, right? We want to watch these names. We're watching these names this week for the signal. Okay, and some of them already got the signal, like Coin and AI and Iron, but the majority of them, right, have came within the last 1 or 2 days. So if you guys want the signals right when they happen, you need to join the Discord. I can't sit here and make a video on every single one that shows up and post it at the second that it happens. If you want the instant alerts, you got to be over here in the Discord for $4 a month, and you get all the daily alerts. Okay. Daily and monthly alerts. So DKNG, that's one we need to wait for the green dot on. Once we get that green dot confirmation, then we're going to set our stop loss. If that thing cannot save 36, I think DKNG is going to be in some trouble because, again, we got that red dot right here. Looks like they got earnings in February. So, again, we got 30 days for that thing to go away. If it closes red, and when I say closes, it means it closes the candle and boom, opens a new candle. That means that dot can't be taken away once the candle closes. So, this is an interesting play this week. Beginning of the month, it has a red dot. It needs to pump, and it needs to pump hard. Something to do with the put to call ratio there, but again, wait for the green dot on that one. Snow. This is another one. I like this one a lot. I called this one out on I believe it was Friday. And guys, you can get all access to all my trades over here inside of Overkill Trades. I post every single one of my trade setups over here inside the Discord. These are just names that I think they are worth taking a position on. I don't always take a position on all of them, but for the most part, right, I will post the ones that, like, if maybe I don't have some cash or something, I will post those over here in Overkill Trades. Those are just the prime time setups that I believe look the best. And Snow was called out. I said Snow was my favorite one on Friday. I really, really like this one. Again, the monthly chart is what? It's green. Green dot on the monthly, which means we're going up. And that came back in November, I believe. Had a big move up to 187. And now it pulled all the way back to 530. That was a nice 30% pullback, and you got the signal there on Friday. So, again, our stop loss on this one's going to be 155 here on Snow. But I really, really like that one. That one's a chip maker. Here's CRO. CRO also. Green dot came win back on Wednesday, breaking out over the 9 EMA. The 9 EMA is our orange line on our indicator, which is also part of the trading indicator that you guys get when you come over here and click on this link here. Again, everything I use, everything I talk about will be loaded into your chart, but the 9 EMA is the 9-day moving average. Okay, it's like the momentum moving average. So when names break up above it, right, that 9 EMA, that normally means we're going for a ride, and we're breaking out above it. We're breaking out over the golden zone on CRO right here as well, and that last dot is green. So I'd look to sell CRO on the next daily red dot. Looks really, really good, and I think we're prone for a breakout next week here, folks. Next week's going to be a big week. Here's Zillow. Zillow looks really good too. Again, what were we doing up here at 86? We were sitting at a really big premium, 22% premium. Now we're pulling back. We just need that green dot on the daily on Zillow. I think real estate's going to perform really, really well over the next couple of years with Trump in office, and as long as the Fed keeps cutting rates, I think real estate's going to perform very well, and Zillow is a very well-positioned real estate company. So watch Zillow for a green dot this week. That one's going to look really, really good. I'm going to put that one in my favorites list as well. And I'm going to share this list with you guys after the video, after we're done here. So don't worry, I will share this list over there in the Discord. We got DJT. This is Donald Trump's media company. Again, he's getting inaugurated. I think that's the right word, on the 20th, I believe. So in about 2 weeks, he is going to be the president of the United States. This is his media company. Again, the monthly chart is green, so we are bullish on the name. And this thing's just sitting right on its golden zone here. So I put the stop loss on this one at 320 or 32 if you guys want to own DJT. But I would definitely wait for that next green dot confirmation. Let's look at the hourly real quick. The hourly looks like it's breaking out. So I like this one. I think you'll see a green dot on this one come Monday. I think you'll see a green dot on the chart, and this one can go for a ride. We had a big move into the election from 13 up to 55. It pulled back, boom, bounced up, pulled back, bounced up, pulled back. Okay, 33.16. I'm just going to put the stop loss at 33. Again, we want to wait for confirmation. That is the New Year's resolution. We wait for the green dot before we buy, and we make our decision based on what the chart is telling us. But DJT, that one's going to have a green dot here by the end of the week. Shopify, this one's sitting at a little too far of a premium for me. I do think they're a really, really good company. They do e-commerce, and it's sitting at a pretty big premium off of that level. You are getting a green dot with the wave way down here, though, so that is very interesting. This might be one I make an exception for, but 104 would be the level I would be playing off that green dot there. 104 would be the stop loss on that, and that one looks really good off the green dot. Again, the last one came back here in November at about $70. It went all the way up to 120. Last time the blue wave was down here giving you a green dot. So Shop looks really good. Grab Holdings, I believe this is, I'm going to move that one up as well. I believe that one's like DoorDash and stuff. I'm not sure if it's DoorDash, but I think it's, let's look it up because now I'm pissed. Okay, if you guys are members over here, you have access to our research tool. So if you type in /info, you could type in the ticker. So this one was Grab. And this works for stocks and crypto. You just click on it, hit enter. Grab Holdings, super apps, offers it Grab ecosystem, a single platform of super apps for driver and merchant partners and consumers that allows access to mobility, delivery. Okay, so they like pretty much create the software applications for like DoorDash and like Uber Eats and stuff, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'd have to look more into the company, but it's a $21 billion market cap. Okay, but what did it do? It ripped all the way up to 5, and now it pulled all the way back here into 4. Looks like a penny stock, but again, just waiting on that green dot confirmation on this one. We're back at the golden zone. Again, when we pulled back here, we ripped. We pulled back into it, got pretty close there and ripped. Okay, don't want to be buying up here. We want to be buying closer to that golden zone. So watch for a bounce on this one and a green dot on Grab Holdings. Okay, that's one of my favorites this week. Just watch for that green dot. PANW, another one that's pulled back into the golden zone. Again, we just need a green dot. I'll put that one up in the favorites list as well. That's another stock. That's Palo Alto Networks. Again, it just needs the green dot confirmation on the daily. What do we got here? Where are we at? BX, another one. Again, pulled back into the golden zone. You're getting a bounce. It's setting the base. It gave you the dot there on the 24th. Stop loss on that one's 169. MSFT, this is Microsoft Corporation. I like this one too. This looks really, really good this week. I'm going to move that one up there with Coinbase, but big move up. Okay, what color is the monthly chart? Oh, it is red. Wow. Okay, we're just kind of consolidating up here. That's very interesting. So what you want to do on Microsoft is wait for the green dot confirmation. As always, no trying to guessing, no guesswork here, right? We're just simply waiting for the confirmation. Wait for the confirmation and then take your trade. Okay, but MSTR had a nice pullback here. I know it's red on the monthly here, but we're consolidating in this zone. So that's an interesting one. I don't know if that one's going to qualify. I thought the dot was green. Again, we got new monthly candles last month, so you can see right here that candle was green. But interesting. The daily has pulled back into the golden zone, though, so let's just watch for a green dot, and we can assess the trade. Okay. Here's Caterpillar. Boom. Back into the golden zone. Perfect. Okay. Green dot right there. So stop loss is going to be right here at, call it 30 or 354 or 357. Call it 355. Okay. As long as the last dot remains green, we're bullish and moving up. I like how the stochastic RSI is sitting down here at like 20 and not way up here. Okay. But we're right into the golden zone right now. Again, pulls back into the golden zone, rips. Pulls back into the golden zone, rips. Okay, pulls back into the golden zone. What do you think is going to happen next? We will see. Okay, we will see on that one. Let's check the monthly real quick. Okay, so the monthly's actually red. So that one's going back in the red list because you got a monthly dot there. So I would not be buying CAT there. And that's my bad. I haven't done a very good job of scanning the monthly charts over the last 3 days. Okay, but Ethereum, on the other hand, that one's green on the monthly as well. And where did that one give you a green dot? That one gave you a green dot on Thursday right here at about 3,300. It's sitting at 3,600 right now. So again, breaking out over the 90 EMA. Guys, I think altcoin season is just now starting. So I would hold the line if you guys are holding any cryptocurrencies. hold the line right now. Things are about to get nuts. Okay, things are about to get absolutely freaking insane. And I would move my stop loss on this one on ETH up to about 3450. Call it 3400 on ETH. And again, monthly chart pointing straight up. Let's take a look at Uniswap again. Green dot on the monthly. Wonderful. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for that bounce. Boom. Move your stop loss up on this one to 1390. 1390 on the stop loss on Uniswap. Okay, beautiful, beautiful looking breakout there. Again, what did it do? It pulled back into the golden zone, got sucked right back up. Boom. Now we're absolutely ripping. Okay, now we are absolutely ripping. We're about ready to go for a ride, folks. Buckle up. Buckle up. Okay, and on any of these names, right, you could be playing the hourly on them. Okay, if we get a big pullback to 1450 or whatever the case may be, you could buy that. Okay, I just set a stop loss right there at $14 though on Uniswap. That's the stop. Here's Deere and Company. This is they make the John Deere tractors. They are got a red candle on the monthly there. So you want to make sure you want to wait for that green dot there on Deere and Company. That is ticker DE. Here's Datadog. This was another one I called out. I believe it was on Friday. Again, when we got the green dot. Again, I'll always call the chart setups out that I think are relevant. You can see we're getting the green dot right here. That was Friday. We got this one back here in September. What the blue wave was down here. That was at about $100. It went all the way up to 170. That was a 100% move all the way to the top. Yes, we should have been selling up in this area or up in this area, consolidated for a long time and ripped. But we want that. We want that trade right there. Boom. Okay, and the monthly chart on this one again is green. We're just putting our stop loss right there at 140. Datadog's on the favorites. Here's Schwab. Schwab is back in the zone, baby. We're back in the golden zone. 72.40 is going to be the stop loss. Again, don't want to buy Schwab up here. Okay, Schwab got schwabbed. Okay, got schwabbed. Schwab got schwabbed. 13% pullback on that. Monthly candle is red, but again, it's a brand new month. So we got 30 days to pump. If this thing can save 72.48, it's going to go for a ride here. I'd put that one up in the favorites list as well, just because I like it with a stop loss right there at 72.48. Let's take a look at AVAX. AVAX again, green dot came in there on the first at 36. It's sitting at 42 now. So let's move our stop loss up. I'm going to put it right there at 37.35. Okay, trailing stop loss in a bull market just in case we get rug pulled, but I don't think that's the case, folks. We're bouncing right here on the 9. I'd even put my stop loss right there at like 38.50. 38.50 on the stop loss for AVAX. Or 38 if you want to be less conservative. But again, as long as the last dot is green, we are moving up. AVAX looks really, really good. Again, our entry, though, was right here on Wednesday. Not necessarily wanting to buy up here unless we get a big pullback into the golden zone on the hourly, just like you did right there. Boom. And it ripped. Okay, but as for the daily, our entry should have been right there on Wednesday on AVAX. Here's Axon. Again, sitting too far off the golden zone. I'm actually going to take this one off here. What else we got? Okay, if it's on the blue list, I'll talk about my blue list real quick here. And you guys will learn this in this course over here when you watch this video, how to set up effective trade watch list. The blue list, all these names on my blue list, they have green dots on their monthly charts, but their daily charts are just too far off of the golden zone. So I got names like A-Firm in here, right? Yes, we got green dots down here, but look how far off the golden zone we are. PayPal, same thing, too far off the golden zone. Spotify, too far off the golden zone. Amazon, too far off the golden zone. I want to buy into the golden zone. I wanted to buy Amazon right here at 150. Boom. And it ripped. Okay. We want to buy in the golden zone. We don't want to buy, right, all these names that I've been pointing out today. Okay, BCH, it's in the golden zone or around the golden zone. And BCH looks really good here too with a stop at about 440. Okay, really looking good here, breaking out over the 9. Again, the monthly chart is green and pointing up. This thing looks like it's ready to go for a ride. 440 is the stop loss on BCH. And here's XRP, or I'm sorry, XLM. XLM gave you the dot here on the 1st, January 1st, 33 cents. It's sitting at 45 cents. You're already up around 30% off of this dot here. Again, you could have bought here. Okay, bought there off the golden zone and bought here in the golden zone. Not buying up here, not really buying right here. We're too far off the golden zone. We dipped down into it to 30. Perfect time to buy, perfect time to buy. Now we're ripping and we're going for a ride. So just keep setting a trailing stop on this. I put it right there at 40 right now. Set it right there at 40, but I think XLM, those ISO tokens are going to go for an absolute ride here. Guys, we got a really bullish crypto president coming in the United States. We got so many things developing. We got ETF, XRP ETF still coming out. We're in altcoin season right now, folks. So don't get jumpy here. I know we just sold off for the last 3 weeks, but tides are turning. Okay, the monthly charts are still in our favor. So set your stop losses again. Move your stop loss up. I like to set it right at the bottom of the candle. Normally that we're getting the green dot on, but once we start to go up, you want to keep inching it up. So I put it right there at around 30, 39. Call it 39.5. Okay, just below that that 9 EMA. Okay, that orange line on our chart, just below that. Okay, we remain bullish as long as we hold above that. So I think XLM is about to go for a ride here. Here's Matic. Matic is still green on the monthly, and we're breaking into the golden zone right now. So Matic's been pretty weak here. This is an Ethereum altcoin, but if Ethereum starts pumping, I think Matic's going to go with it. I like this one with a stop loss at 47. Here's Starbucks. What'd Starbucks do? Big old sell-off into the golden zone. Perfect time to buy. Gave you an entry candle right there at 88. Beautiful, beautiful setup. Stop loss on this one, I'm going to put right there at about 89.80. And that one looks like it's just getting started too. I like Starbucks here. I think that one's going to go to at least back to about 103 there. Here's Swift. Swift is a low market cap coin as well that you're going to want to pay attention to this week. We got the buy signal right there on Thursday. Okay, 0.0067 is the stop loss. This one's under a penny right now. It's a 100% move all the way back to where we were in December. And the monthly chart is pointing straight up. So set your stop loss on this one for a trade. I think it's not too late on this one, but 0.00067 on the trade on Swift. I'm going to put that one in my favorites list as well. I like CRO too. I really like CRO here as well. I'm going to move that one up too. XLM looks good. It's just a little too far off for me. It's already up 30% off the dot. So here's Disney. Disney's pulling back into it. It has a red dot. So let's just wait for the green one on that one. Here's EA. This is EA Sports. Nice big pullback into the golden zone here. Stop loss on that's 143 on the trade. Green dot came right there. And I just make sure that thing holds 143. Here's Home Depot, also pulled back into the golden zone. Stop loss on that one's going to be right there at 378. Ooh, that one's got a red dot, though. So that one's actually going back in the red list. Does EA have a red dot? Yes, it does. EA is going back in the red list. Disney is still green, though. Silver is red on the monthly chart, too. But that one's right in the golden zone where you want it. So I like this one with a stop loss at 25.99. Okay, again, if the candle, well, I guess the candle did close. So that one would not qualify. We got, LMNT, or LMT, Lockheed Martin is also red on the monthly here. I like the daily. It's just below the golden zone there. So that one's red as well. I apologize, guys. It's a new month. I've been really busy with the holidays, so I haven't really been on top of the monthly charts as of January, but that's why we do these videos. These videos are just as much for me as they are for you. This is how I scan my stuff. Okay, I'm not just doing this for fun. This is actually how I determine what I'm wanting to buy next week and what I'm wanting to do next week, right? I'm just watching my green list, looking for opportunities, okay? Saturday's a great day to go over your charts and look at opportunities for the coming week because, again, most of the action happens on Monday and Friday. Those are the two busiest days. But throughout the week is when all the volatility is in, right? There's not a lot of things happening right now over the weekend just because people are out probably at the lake or doing whatever. It's snowing here, so people are probably skiing. Okay, but we're here looking at charts. So this is the life we chose. And I wouldn't have chosen it any differently. I love being a trader. I love doing this. I think the financial markets, economics are just the most interesting thing. And you probably find it interesting too if you're watching this video. So God bless you all. Here's Delta Airlines. Okay, so I think these guys are probably coming out of their hot season. I'm going to just pass on Delta Airlines here as well. It does have a green on the monthly there, but I think this thing's going to flip. Again, people aren't going to really be flying at the beginning of the year. People normally fly during the holidays, and their stock ran really, really hot over the last about year. So I'm going to take my eyes off of Delta Airlines there. But DocuSign, on the other hand, I think these guys have a very, very big set of business. Again, last dot is green here. If you guys don't know what DocuSign is, it's an electric documentation signing company. So they enable people to real estate agents and people who write contracts to sign things virtually. Business is, in my opinion, very strong fundamentally. Looks like they're making money. They're beating their earnings. Okay, again, we got very extended up here at 108. We were due for a pullback. I'd like to see it closer to the golden zone. I'd like to see a green dot on that one. Here's Chipotle, everybody's favorite fast food restaurant. If you guys eat fast food, another one. We just need that green dot on the daily. Again, the monthly's looking good. The monthly does have a red dot, but that thing needs to save that. We just want to wait to see where the green dot comes and we can make our assessment right there. Filecoin, another one. Boom, move your stop loss up to $5 on that one. You're risking about 10% here, breaking over the 9 EMA here. Filecoin looks really, really good as well. Okay, and again, last dot is green on the monthly. We just need to make sure we hold $5. That's a great place for a stop loss. Here's Ondo. Ondo gave the green dot. Where was that? That was Thursday the 2nd. That was called out at about 139. Now we're pumping up to what? 160. You're already up about 10 to 12%. So stop loss on that trade is going to be right there at 139. And I'd ride that thing out as long as the last dot remains green. I like that one. Win is not winning. That one has a red dot on the monthly. That one's off. Here's Shiba, still green on the monthly, and that one's breaking out as well. So let's move our stop loss up on that one to that yellow line. I'm actually going to make this a dotted line here. Okay, I'm using a red dotted line for the stop losses. If you guys ever see one of these on my charts, that is our stop loss level. If you guys don't know how to set a stop loss, I'd recommend coming over here to the trading course. It's a free trading course over here in the Discord and watching this video right here, the Overkill stop loss strategy. Okay, we want to inch that stop loss up as we continue to go up. This one looks like it wants to break out over the golden zone here. We got comp, C-O-M-P. This is compound finance. Again, not buying up here at 140, waiting for the pullback. This thing retraced huge. Okay, big retracement, about 52% retracement there into the golden zone. It bounced right on the bottom of that golden zone, right on the bottom of the golden zone. Guys, this golden zone is absolutely A1, dude. This will call the bottoms for you guys. Okay, it's the best tool to use. Like, I don't know, it'd be a tough choice between the red and green dots and the golden zone. If I had to choose one, I'd probably just choose the golden zone at this point, just because of how accurate it is. Okay, again, green on the monthly. This is compound finance. This one looks really good too. I'm gonna move this one up to the favorites list as well. And beautiful bounce there off the fib. Beautiful bounce there off the bottom of the fib. Now let's just move our stop loss up to around $79. $79 for the stop loss on COMP. This one looks good, and that's another altcoin there for you guys. Here's Solana. Solana gave the dot right there on the 23rd. That was around 187. It's sitting at 216 right now. So let's inch our stop loss up. Let's move it up to 199. 199 on the stop loss. Again, you got a green dot there. It was not touching the golden zone though. So it ended up being a fake out. Boom. Pump fake. Dip it. Okay, now rip it. Okay. So again, you could have bought here, sold here, the red dot. This is when I sold. I took a position on this, and then I ended up selling on the red dot when I seen it. So buy, sell, rebuy. Okay. Buy, sell, rebuy. Okay. Boom. You were back in at 186. You're sitting up a pretty amount now. So let's just continue to move our stop loss up, move it up to 201. Nice breakout on Solana as well, guys. Again, I've been saying it for almost a week now. I've been saying it back here since the 23rd. Altcoin season is just starting. You're going to probably see 1, 2, maybe 3 months of crazy price action, crazy rips on these altcoins, and then it's probably going to be all over. Okay, that'll be the grand finale, the fireworks, and that'll be it. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. I think the next 1 to 3 months are going to be absolutely insane when it comes to altcoin gains. I'm talking 300, 400, 500% moves across the board. Here's XRP. Where'd that one give you the green dot? Back there on Wednesday, the new year. Happy New Year. 208. You got an entry at 208 on XRP here. It's now sitting up 20% off of that dot at 242. Okay, so again, let's just keep inching our stop up. I put mine right there at around, I call it 220. 220 on the stop. 220 on the stop. Just let that puppy ride. As long as the last dot is green, we're moving up. Okay, we have nothing to worry about. Okay, this thing held 2 here. Boom, bounced at $2, bounced at $2, bounced at $2. That thing ain't going below $2 ever again, in my opinion. Okay, maybe not ever again, but at least for the next couple of months. Here's XTZ. This one also looks good. I'm going to move this one up to the favorites list as well, just because it hasn't really ran yet. And what I do is I put a stop loss right here at 133 on this one. This is another, I believe they are an ISO token. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe they do have something to do with the ISO stuff. And 130 would be my stop loss. Again, the monthly dot is still green, still trending up on the monthly. Therefore, we're here on the daily. Again, I'm not buying up here. Big premium. This is when Twitter's screaming about it. Everyone's talking about it. Boom, you had that 44% retracement into the golden zone, rip back up, we're consolidating, and now we're breaking out over the 9. This one looks really good. I like that one. XTZ looks good. If only I had an infinite amount of money where I could just keep buying. Here we go. Starbucks we covered. XRP we covered. Ada Cardano. This one's ripping as well. Again, you could have entered here, could have entered here, and you could have entered here. If you guys don't know what dollar cost averaging is, again, I got a video on dollar cost averaging. I highly recommend you guys check that out. But again, we don't want to go full on, all in on these green dots. We want to just average in, right? 10 to 25%, 10 to 25%, 10 to 25%. You build a position throughout time. Sometimes you'll get the green dot, it will just go straight up, right? But that's not always the case. Sometimes you get a little consolidation, but this thing is up. You can see how they all came at like the same exact price. This one came at 90. That one came at 88. This one came at 86. Okay, now you're sitting at 107. So you're already up off the last green dot 26%. So this one's rolling. You just want to make sure to keep moving your stop loss up. So I put it probably right there at 95 cents on the stop loss for ADA. That's a hold, and we're holding that one until we see a red dot on the chart. Here's Super. Same kind of thing here, just breaking out over the 9. I like this one as well. Let's put the stop loss right here at 148. 148 on the stop loss, and you got the green dot right here on the second. You're already up about 10%. That one's just getting started as well. Okay, stop loss at 148 in case we're wrong. Here's Algorand. Okay, another one we called out over here on the 23rd at around 35 cents. And then again right here on the 1st at 33. And we're just doing the Ripski here. Okay, just doing the Ripski. Stop loss on that's going to be 36 cents. AERO, this one's going to go up on my favorites list as well. I believe BlackRock has something to do with these guys. I heard, when I heard that, I added it into my watch list. I haven't done too much research, but it's a pretty low market cap altcoin, one that can probably go 5 to 10x this round. What I do is keep my stop loss right there at 139, and I'd let this puppy ride. But that thing, if that thing can break out over 160, it's going to go for a ride, folks. And it was all the way up here at 235 back in December, just the beginning of September or December. And again, where were we sitting right here? We were sitting way off that golden zone, right? We were sitting at a big 34% premium. It retraced 44%. Again, when that happens, that's when we start licking our chops. That's when we start saying, oh yeah, baby. Everybody's in despair. We just had a big 40-50% dip. Now it's time to eat. Okay, now it's time for us to get in and take advantage of the opportunity. Again, don't want to buy off the golden zone. We want to buy in or around the golden zone. In or around the golden zone. And this one's sitting right in the golden zone as we speak. Stop loss is 140 on AERO. I like that one. And the monthly chart is still green. Zillow, we already covered that. Got a few more here, folks. And by the way, if you guys have chart requests throughout the week, you guys can put them in right over here in the Discord under the chart request thread. And I cover these on Wednesdays. Okay, I cover these on Wednesdays. So you guys can just drop them here. You can see we got a few we're going to be covering next Wednesday. All you guys are requesting charts. The last chart request video is over here. If you guys ever miss a YouTube video, I'd post all of them over here inside the Discord under the latest tab. You can see that chart request video from the other day. And then this one here was the watch list from last week. You can see we had XRP, we had Coinbase, we had Algo. This was on the 28th. Okay, and all these names are way up this week. So again, we're dropping the watch list every Saturday and the chart request videos every Wednesday. So you guys never miss a video if you're just over here in the latest tab. Again, the Discord is free to join. That is my private server. I've been banned on TikTok once, and I've gotten warnings on other platforms as well. I don't think I'll ever get banned on Discord. So this is the place to be if you guys want to follow along with trading and our community over there. So that link is in the description and pinned in the comment section below. You can also visit overkillinvestingclub.com. And again, Algo, that one's still a hold. FLR, this one also looks good with a stop loss at 0.026. That one's going up on the favorites list as well. I like this one breaking out over the golden zone here. Again, the monthly chart is still green and pointing up. We had a big breakout above it, pull back into it. Now she's looking like she's ready to rip. 0.026 is the stop loss on FLR. That's another altcoin for you guys. Here's This is Unity Software. Okay, green on the monthly, looks good. Stop loss on this one's going to be right here at 22. Call it $22 on the stop loss for Unity Software. You can even move it up a little bit more to 23 if you want to be less conservative, but that one looks good. The Honest Company had a red dot on Friday, so it's a good practice to sell on the red dots just in case we do get a bigger dump. But I did give the green dot here on the 24th. You're sitting probably right around where you entered right now, so I would sell that, and I would wait for the next green dot to get back in. They sell baby products, I believe. Someone called it out, and then I saw that it pulled back here, so we're just monitoring this. I'd look to enter this one on the next green dot. That's a HNST. Okay, and the monthly chart is green and pointing straight up. So next green dot, that's one's going to be a buy. Here's QNT. QNT hasn't really moved yet either. I'm going to move that one up to the favorites list. Okay, you see it's breaking out over that 9 EMA. And we got a stop loss on this one. Put it right there at 109 on the stop loss for QNT. Again, monthly chart looking good. Okay, daily chart looking even better. Your entry should have been right there on Thursday. You're up just a little bit. But 109 is going to be the level you want to set your stop loss at on that one. Here's HBAR. Let me stand back up real quick, guys. One sec. I got a few more names here. We got Pepe, Bonk, Vet, LCX, Mara, Zcash, Bonk, Gala coming right up here. Give me one sec. Okay. Okay, HBAR again. Buy signal came right here on the 2nd. Boom, 27 cents. You're up about, I want to say close to 10% right now. Let's move our stop loss up on this one to 28. That one's going to be a hold still as long as the last dot remains green. Again, monthly chart is still green, pointing up. And once again, I think these names are about to absolutely blast off, folks. I think HBAR looks good with that stop loss right there at 20, call it 28 cents. Gala, another name. Boom, green dot right there on the 1st. That came at 0.035 inside the golden zone. Monthly chart's pointing straight up. Okay, and the daily chart is just now breaking out over that level. Let's move the stop loss up on this one to, what is that, 39.90. Okay, 39.90. I might move it down a little bit to 30, call it 37. 37 cents on the stop loss on Gala. Here's Pepe. Pepe gave the signal back here on the 28th. That was right there at 0.000018. You got a signal there and a signal there, and now she's ripping, so continue to just move your stop loss up. I put it right there at 0.00002, maybe a little bit below that at like 1.00019. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Here's Bonk, also trying to break out here. Let's put the stop loss on that at 0.00003. Again, the green dot came on Thursday. So in a perfect world, guys, you want to enter the day of the green dot. If you're late by a day or two, you might lose like 5 to 10%, right? So if that's the case, you just got to use a tighter stop loss, right? The bottom of the candle that you're entering on. So again, our trading rules, we want to enter the day of the green dot. As long as the monthly dot, well, you can't see the monthly dot on Bonk because it's a new coin. But as long as the dot is green, right, we're moving up. Okay, and as long as we're above the golden zone, not below the golden zone, okay, we're in an uptrend. So this one had a big move up, pulled back, and now it's starting to go. I put a stop loss on this one at 0.00003. Here's VeChain. Also beginning its breakout here. I put a stop loss at 0.046 on that. Again, you got the signal there on Thursday. Boom, and now she's ripping. Okay, watch for this one to break out big next week too. That's another name that you can't see on the monthly, but that one looks like it's ready to go. Okay, if we can break out over resistance right there at 0.005, that thing should absolutely moon. Here's MNMD. This one's been really, really choppy. I put a stop loss on that one at call it $7 there. You got the green dot right there on Thursday. Went up a little bit, and then it's back down. So 6.9. Let's call it 690 on the stop loss. Okay, and again, not looking to sell to that stochastic RSI touches that white dotted line. They do the mind medicine stuff. I think they do like psychedelics and things like that. Not really into that, but green dot on the monthly. I just make sure this one holds 690. Here's LCX. That one's also green here on the daily. Stop loss on that's going to be 24 cents. 24 cents on the stop loss. Again, still green on the monthly. Still looks like we're just ramping up. We're inside the golden zone where we want to be buying. We don't want to buy up here. We want to buy down here. Okay, 24 cents is your stop loss there on LCX. Here's Zcash. Zcash has got a green dot today, so I'm going to move this one up to my favorites as well. Boom. Okay, and our stop loss, I'm going to put it right there at 55. 55 on the stop loss. You got the green dot entry candle today. You could be entering today. Let's actually move it right up here to this candle right here at 56. 56 is your stop loss on Zcash. Again, green on the monthly. Daily chart's looking really good with the signal there. I'm actually going to call this one out over here. So this is how I call these out. ZEC green has a green dot on the daily chart. Stop loss is at the yellow, or I'm sorry, the red line. Boom. So anytime I see a setup like that, I'm calling that out for our members over there in Overkill Trades. So Zcash looks good. That one's on the favorites list. And the last one is Mara, which we already covered. Mara absolutely has to hold 790. If it does not hold 790, Mara's chart is going to break. It is absolutely going to break. We got a red dot this month. We got to be very careful. This level needs to hold. And if Bitcoin and altcoins do what I think they're going to do, it should hold. Just make sure you set your stop loss. Put it right there at 1750. If that breaks, it's all over for Mara. Okay, the bull market is over for Mara. You want to make sure that holds 1750 on Mara, and that is the watch list for this week, guys. So let me go ahead and share these with you guys. I'll start by sharing the red list over here, so you guys can actually get access to these watch lists over here under the watch list thread here. So this is the red list for 1-7. Oh, shit. Copy the link here. Boom, paste it. So you guys can open this up. Okay, and you can actually see all the names, right? You can see all the names here. And if you click this flag, you can add it into your red list. So you actually need to click on the flag to add it into your watch list. The names that you want to follow, right? You don't have to follow all of them, but you could add it into the red list. And then you just have to come here to the red list. Boom. And that's how you, right, open list, red list, boom. I put a star on my lists, okay? That makes it pop up here on my screen. So you guys can check out the red list there. I'll share the blue list as well with you guys, as I do every week. Let me go back here. Blue list, 1-7. And last but not least, this is the most important one. These are the names we're watching this week for entries, right? We either want the green dots or we want to find a good entry. These are all the names that we just covered. This is going to be the green list. Green list for 1-7. Wait, it's the 4th. What am I doing? Okay, it's the 4th right now. This is the 4th. Why did I say 7? Okay, 1-4. So there's the red list, the blue list, and the green list. You guys can check those lists out there under the watch list tab. Again, if you guys want the trading indicator, all the tools we talked about today, come over here, click this link. It'll load directly into your TradingView account. Your screen will look exactly like mine that you see here. It's the exact layout. Done for you. Just takes a couple of clicks to load in. If you guys are interested in becoming a member, it's about $4 a month if you can pay for the entire year in full. It's about $48 for the year. That gets you access to the trade alerts, the watch list, advanced market analysis. You get to get in touch with another 1,000 of us that have the same approach to the markets, 24/7 trade support, member chat. We do giveaways and more. Speaking of giveaways, if we can get this video to 100 likes, I will give away another 100 XRP. We got to get to 150 likes on the video, YouTube or Facebook, and I will do that 100 XRP giveaway. Just go ahead and drop a like on this video, drop a comment, let me know you made it, let me know you watched it, let me know your thoughts, let me know your watch list, whatever. Drop it down there in the comments. I appreciate you guys' support. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this video. If you guys need anything, hit me up. My email, if you guys are not a member, you guys can email me at overkill@overkillinvesting.club. If you're a member, of course, you can talk to me over here inside of the Discord channel. And with that being said, God bless you guys. One more thing. I will never, ever, 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 ever send you guys a friend request or a DM asking for money or crypto. My only two products are the membership and the indicator. Everybody else impersonating me that looks like me, that's DMing you, that's adding you as a friend on any social media, I will never, ever, 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 ever add you as a friend, send you a friend request, or DM you asking for money or crypto. So please, please, please beware of scammers. And again, with that being said, guys, God bless you. I'll see you on Wednesday's video for the chart requests. If you guys got chart requests, drop them over here in the chart request thread, and I will be covering those on Wednesday. Have a great weekend, everybody. God bless you. Peace.